of fx. Right? This is um, from factor theorem. Right? Now, if x is equal to 2 is a factor of fx, that means what can I say? If you put x is equal to 2, it should come to be 0, isn't it?
0.
So now what you do, you put x is equal to 2 here. So you have 2 into 2 cube minus 2 square minus p into 2 minus 2 is equal to 0. Okay, so this will give you a linear equation, and I have shown on my notes that you can find out the value of p to be 5 to solve it. Okay, so now the first part of the question is done, where you are supposed to find out the value of p. Okay, how did you find out? We found out with the help of this, because x minus 2 was given to be a factor. With that, we found out the value of p. Now we come to the next part of the question, which says with this value of p, factorize the expression completely. So once you get the value of p, what does this fx become? So therefore, fx must be equal to 2x cube minus x square minus px 5x minus 2. This is your fx, right? Once you have got the value of p, you can put the value of p in fx, and this is what you get. Now what you see is x minus 2 is a factor of fx. So how do you get the other factors? Dividing fx by x minus 2, we get the other factors, right? So let's see what are the other factors. Let us divide x minus 2, 2x cube minus x square minus 5x minus 2. Okay, so when we are dividing this, again you want to get an x cube here, 2x cube here. You multiply x minus 2
Correct.
with 2x square. 2x square into x minus 2 will give you a 2x cube, and you get additionally minus 4x square. Okay,
Minus 4x.
so what you do here is 2x square you will write here on top, and you will write 2x cube minus 4x square plus 8 division minus
Yes,
plus
sir.
cancels out. So you get 4x square minus x square, you get 3x square, and you bring down one term minus 5x. Okay, and now you want to make this x into a 3x square. So what do you need to multiply this by? You need to multiply this by 3x. So you multiply 3x by the
The
entire
3.
x minus 2 to get 3x square minus 6x. So what you do is this 3x you are multiplying, so you write it on top plus 3x. So you get 3x square minus 6x. Cancels. So you simply get an x here. And you bring down one more term. You have a minus 2, you bring it down. Okay, now you see you have x minus 2 and you have x minus 2 here. So you simply multiply x minus 2 by 1 to get x minus 2. So what you do is you write a plus 1 here and write x minus 2 here. So this cancels and you get nothing here. That is, the remainder is 0. So therefore, what have you done? Therefore, you have written 2x cube as, you are getting a quotient there. This is the remainder. So you can write this polynomial as a product of this and the product of this, right? You can write this as x minus 2 into 2x square plus 3x plus 1. Now the question is whether this can be further be factorized. Try out middle term factorization. 2x square plus 2x plus x plus 1 is equal to x minus 2. First two, you can take the HCF 2x out, you get x plus 1. From third and the fourth term, you can take out the HCF 1, get x plus 1. So therefore, x minus 2 you already had, and from these two, you have x plus 1 and you have 2x plus 1. So what do you see? You see you've got 3 linear factors. Because the power of x here was 3, you have got 3 linear factors. X to the power of 1, x to the power of 1, x to the power of 1. Okay. So that is it for this problem. We now move on to the next problem that is there in the note. Okay. And the next problem I think that I have given here is number 23.1. Let me just write this problem here. Twenty-three-one in my textbook. The question here is find the value of the constants a and b. If x minus 2 and x plus 3 are both factors of the expression, x cubed plus ax square plus bx minus 12. Okay, this was the question. Let us attempt this question. So we first start by saying let fx is equal to the given cubic polynomial. Okay. Next, it is given to you that x minus 2 is a factor of fx. X minus 2 is a factor.
Sir, there will be minus 12.
Minus 2.
Yes, sir, minus 12.
X minus 2 is a factor of fx. So what do you do? Putting x minus 2 is equal to 0. We get x is equal to 2.
X equals to plus 2.
Therefore, f2 must be equal to 0. This is by factor theorem.
Yes, sir.
So just put it here. We have 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay, so you simplify this, you will get 2a plus b is equal to 2. Okay, and you call this equation number 1. Fine. Now it is also given that x plus 3 is also a factor of fx. So putting x plus 3 is equal to 0, we get x is equal to minus 3. Therefore, f minus 3 must be equal to 0, again by factor theorem. So you now put it in this given polynomial. So you had 2x cube. That means, sorry, you had x cube. So you had minus 3 whole cube. And then the next term that you had was a x square. So a into minus 3 square. Then you had a bx, so b into minus 3, and then minus 12 is equal to 0. So you simplify this, you will get 3a minus b is equal to 13. We call this equation number 2. Now these two are simultaneous equations in A and B. We will solve this simultaneous equation. How do you solve? Elimination method. Because you see a plus b here and a minus b here, so we'll subtract. 2a plus b is equal to 2. 3a minus b is equal to 13. Call this 1. Call this 2. We will add. Sorry, not subtract. Adding. This will cancel. What do you get? 5a is equal to 15. That means you get a is equal to 15 by 5, which is 3. Right? So you got the value of a. Now you put it any of the equation to get the value of b. Let us put it into putting a equal to 3 into, you get 3a minus, sorry, 3 into 3 minus b is equal to 13. 9 minus b is equal to 13. That means b must be equal to 9 minus 13, which is equal to minus 4. And so you have got the values of a and b. So therefore, hence a is equal to 3 and you have b is equal to minus 4. Fine. So that was this. Okay. 23.1. We move on to the next problem. Okay. Now this is a mixed problem from remainder and factor theorem. Okay. This problem, the next problem that we are going to do, till now, whatever problem that we have done, we have all either problems based on remainder theorem or factor theorem. Purely remainder theorem or factor theorem. Now, we haven't done a problem that has both the theorem, application of both the theorems. Okay, so we'll do one problem from this. Let me write the question here. In my textbook, it's number 25. Here you have, question is x minus 2 is a factor of the expression x cube plus ax square plus bx plus 6 when this expression is divided by x minus 3, it leaves a remainder 3. Find the values of a and b. Okay. Let us try this. First of all, we call the given polynomial as fx. Fine. Now it is given to you that here x minus 2 is a factor of the expression. So what we say here, right here, x minus 2 is a factor of fx. Putting x minus 2 is equal to 0. We get x is equal to 2. Therefore, f2 must be equal to 0 by factor theorem. Because 2 is the root of the polynomial fx. So put it here, 2 cube plus a into 2 square plus b into 2 plus 6 must be equal to 0. so that when you simplify here, you get 2a plus b is equal to -7. This is one equation that you are going to get. Okay. Next, what is the next condition given here in this problem? If you see, it is given that x minus 3, when it's divided by x minus 3, it leaves a remainder of 3.
3.
So x minus, when fx is divided by x minus 3, it leaves a remainder 3, isn't it? Yes, it leaves the remainder 3. So putting, if you remember your remainder theorem, putting x minus 3 is equal to 0, we get x is equal to 3. So therefore, this time f3 must be equal to 3 because the
3.
remainder here is 3. Okay, by remainder theorem. Now you just put it here. So you have 3 cube, you had an x cube here, plus a into x square means a into 3 square, plus b into 3, plus 6 is equal to 3. Now you simplify this to get 3a plus b is equal to -10. This is your second equation. Now we'll solve these these simultaneous equations. You see a plus b here, you see a plus b here. We'll use elimination method, subtract. Okay, so 2a plus b is equal to -7. 3a plus b is equal to -10. Subtracting. Okay, so this will cancel. You get minus a is equal to, this will become a plus sign. 10 minus 7, which will give you a 3. So that means a you get as -3. Putting a is equal to -3 in, this is your equation number 1, this is your equation number 2. Let us put it in 1. In 1, we get twice a plus b is equal to -7. -6 plus b is equal to -7. That means b you get as 6 minus 7, which is -1. You've got the values of a and b, and that was a question here. Okay, find the values of a and b. But additionally, as I have given you a note here. Okay, that is, if suppose if they would have asked you not only to find out the value of a and b, but also to factorize the expression completely, then how would you have done? Okay, so let me just finish this note part here also. Note, once you have found the value of a and b, just put it in the polynomial. So here, what is the polynomial we are getting? Fx is equal to, you're getting x cube. You had a plus ax squared, so that means it will become -3x squared. You had a bx, that means it will become a -x, and you had a plus 6, right? After putting the values of a and b, this is what we are getting. Now, if the second part was how to factorize the expression completely, now you know what? You know x minus 3 to be, x minus 2 to be a factor, right? This was given, x minus 2 to be a factor. So what you will do is, you will divide. You will divide by x minus 2. Okay, so you get x squared, get x cube minus 2x squared. Cancel, you get -x square minus x. So you get minus x square plus 2x. Plus minus cancels, -3x plus 6. Now you need a -3, multiply with -3, -3 plus 6. So just simply get a 0 as the remainder. What is the quotient? This is your quotient here. So therefore, X
And
cube.
now you will do midterm fraction.
Yes, middle term factorization you can do, and you can factorize, is equal to x minus 2 into x square minus x minus 3. Now, whether it is possible to do middle term factorization or not, that is a different question altogether. Okay, in this case, I don't see that it is possible to do middle term factorization here. So you leave it here if you cannot do middle term factorization. But there are ways of splitting this also into factors. Just remember, they may not be in your syllabus, but we can still can split these into 2 factors. Okay, so you will actually get 3 factors later on. Okay, but since we only know middle term factorization as our tool in our syllabus, so we'll stick to this. Clear with this?
Yes, sir.
So I'll stop here. Okay,